My name is Lee Tesdell. I'm the owner of the Tesdell Century Farm here. I live just half a mile north. I'm a fifth generation owner on this farm in my family. And so what happened here is this 80-acre farm was owned by my father and my uncle and my aunt. And then I slowly bought out those family members, and so I'm the owner today. What we're doing here is we put in terraces and we put in buffer strips along the creek. And Mike Helland, my neighbor, has been farming here for more than 25 years, I guess. And so it's been no-till 25 years, and this is our 8th year of cover cropping. And so we're trying to do as much conservation on the farm as we can, trying to be good citizens and leave it in better shape than we found it for the next generations.
My name is Mike Helland, and I've been farming for about 42 years, Polk County, Iowa. The advantage of working with somebody like Lee is that you don't have to worry about what the landlord thinks. There are some landlords that might frown on even trying anything like this. Lee, I don't know who approached who first in 2012, but we were both kind of had it thinking about it, and we decided this would be one of the farms we did it on since he wanted to do it. And so it's, you know, he's just been a good partner.
On my Tesdell Century farm here, we've been cover cropping for 8 years. And this year you can see the rye behind us. We put on 75 pounds of rye last August and 6 pounds of rapeseed. Almost all the rapeseed winter killed. And the rye, we probably would have liked to have this terminated a week ago, but weather had other plans for us. We've been cost sharing for 8 years. We've been enrolled in EQIP and RCPP, which is an EQIP program. And we've done a little cost share with the Water Quality Initiative as well. And then if there's any cost beyond the cost share, then Mike and I split that. But cost share has taken care of most of the expenses. Our on-farm average for cover crop cost is about $37 an acre over the years. But like I said, cost share has paid for most of it. And then in the years where it doesn't pay for everything, we split it 50-50. So we get the cost down pretty low. And as far as yields, you know, people worry about yields with cover cropping. Our yields out here over 20 years have been within 10 bushel of the county averages. So we're not, our yields aren't suffering a lot.
You know, I guess you kind of feel like cover crops are a long-term investment and soil health and so forth. So if you're gonna spend the money and the time to do it, that you just will do it on something that you're gonna reap the benefits long term. So that's the advantage of having a landlord that, like Lee, that's, you know, thinking long term themselves, is that, you know, he sees the benefit also. I don't know if a lot of landlords really see that benefit or not. On
an earlier podcast I did this year, I came up with the acronym DRIPS, D-R-I-P-S-S, right? So I want to talk a little bit about why we do cover crops out here. And so D in DRIPS stands for decreasing the amount of nitrate and phosphorus leaving the farm. R stands for reducing soil erosion from wind and water. I increase the soil biology and organic matter out here. P, provide grazing for livestock and wildlife. And then we have the 2 S's, sequester excess nutrients to retain fertilizer for crops and improve water quality. And then finally, save money by reducing tillage. So that's my DRIPS acronym. That covers most of the reasons that we do cover crops out here on my farm. And plus it looks so beautiful here. Look at this green behind me. Even if it should have been terminated a week ago, it's pretty today. Well, Mike and I like to say that that our neighbors are watching us. We're trying to be an example in the neighborhood. I mean, besides the obvious benefits on my farm, um, I just like to be a resource, I guess. And we have some neighbors that ask us questions sometimes, and we're obviously not very successful because most of our neighbors are not cover cropping, but we're working at it. And um, I guess the main reason is I just really believe in the conservation on our farm ground out here, and cover cropping is one of those main ingredients. So.